Hello there, I'm Tommy. I've been taking pictures now for well over 20 years, so today I'm going to start a new series about photography, or flat earth photography to be more precise. And why not just start off with this Nikon P1000 and showing how shitty it really is. This is the flat earthers camera of choice. They think it's magic of some kind. So just let us rip that apart pretty quick. This is another Nikon, but this one has a full frame sensor with 16.2 megapixels. Now, megapixels is not a measure for how good images you're going to get. Megapixels is used for two things: how big you can print and how much you can crop a picture afterwards. But just for comparisons, this is a full frame with 16 megapixels. This is a full frame Canon with 50 megapixels, 3 times more with that full frame. And I'm still betting that these images is a million times better than this one. Because the chip, the sensor inside the P1000 is small, it's tiny. It's a crop factor of 5.6. The APS-C sensor is 1.5 or 1.6. This is 5.6. So the focal length is actually 4.3 to 539 millimeters. And with that small crop factor of 5.558, that's 24 to 3000. So the lens itself is no more zoom than 539 millimeters. What does that mean? Inside every camera we have these sensors. This is a full frame, and this is the same size as the old style pictures from when you had film in the camera, 36 by 24 millimeters. And here we have that Nikon to that Canon 16 to 50 megapixels. This is the ones used in most cameras today, the APS-C, with a crop factor of 1.6 in a Canon and 1.5 in a Nikon. This is about 22 by 14 or 15. I didn't bother to get into the megapixels here because that's a wide range. This cute little thing on the side here, that's the Nikon P1000. It's tiny, it's small, it's hilarious, and it's 16 megapixels pressed into this little thing. You can fit 31 of those sensors on the full frame, and 10 and a whole lot more room to spare on the APS-C. That in itself is going to tell you that this is highly compressed pixels into one small size. Full frame, APS-C, and a cute little P1000. That is another thing. When those flat earthers tell you about angular resolution limit or whatever, I don't get it, because they use the camera with the worst angular resolution limit ever. A 3000 millimeter on that thing is hilarious. This is a full frame, this is a APS-C, and this is the Nikon P1000. When you put a 400 millimeter lens into this, that's 400. On a Canon with a APS-C, that's 640 millimeters equivalent, or 600 with a Nikon. On this small little thing, that's 2240 millimeters. But again, with that tiny sensor and that angular resolution limit that I use all the time, this is, as I said, just hilarious. They actually picked the worst camera possible to debunk their own reasons or excuses or whatever. So where's the logic in that, as always? Because again, this is actually a 539 millimeters zoom, but that tiny little sensor helps it get up to that 3000 at the cost of image quality, of course. And again, megapixels, while it's not a magic thing, it has nothing to do with picture quality. So neither does zoom. And in my next video, I'm thinking about going into zoom and how it's not magic, because that zooming doesn't change anything in the picture. But that's for the next video. Thank you for watching this one, and see you next time. Bye.